Are you looking to learn how to needle felt a magnolia flower? If so, then you're on the right video because today I'm going to share with you everything you need to know to make one and more. Hi everyone and welcome to today's needle felting video, how to needle felt a magnolia flower. My name is Iceland and I'll be your fiber artist host here on this channel, SnowflakeForestFelting. On this channel I share needle felting tutorials, time lapses, supplies, kits, tips, tricks, all the needle felting stuff you need to know. So if that interests you, please be sure and to consider subscribing if you haven't yet. Thank you to those of you who have, and being a part of this community, it really does mean so much to me. Also, if you find today's video helpful, be sure and give it a thumbs up, share it where you can. You can even hit that thanks button or leave a comment down below. I always love to connect with you guys there. And now I'm going to share with you everything you're going to need to make your needle felted magnolia flower. You're going to need your felting surfaces, your needle felting needles, some yellow and white wool, a tape measure, and scissors to trim up your project. And don't forget, I'm going to have all this stuff linked down in the description below for you so you can go and check out more there. You can begin by taking your project and starting with the white wool, clearing your space, using your favorite needle felting needle. So this magnolia flower is going to have 9 petals, the 6 larger petals and the 3 smaller petals. This magnolia flower is going to be about 4 inches in diameter. And take some of your wool, that aside, and you're going to begin piercing each petal and shaping it. You'll be leaving a little bit loose here at the one tip that will attach everything together on the inside. So just continue putting the needle straight in and out and flipping it back and forth. You will be felting from all angles, but we're going to try to get this as flat as possible, a nice thin petal, so not making it cube shape by felting on the outer edges quite yet. You can see those fibers once that needle enters condensing. So as you are felting, you can begin shaping the petal, because petals aren't flat, and the tip of it curls up some. And they're also pretty wide petals, they're not very narrow. Petal is about 2 inches. I envision it being a little bit smaller, but maybe it will be here once I am done felting it. Keep working on your petal. Alright, so this petal is finished for the most part. I might work on it a little bit more, shaping it and those edges, but for now I'm going to call this petal good. You can see there's still a lot of pull through on the back. I'll trim most of that away. So go ahead and set this petal aside and work on the next one. And then repeat this process for all your petals. We'll save the 3 smaller ones for last. Alright, so this one already feels like I need a little bit more wool to make it the right thickness. Just going to add that right in on top and felt it. Alright, so I'm going to take 2 of my petals here, compare, felt, make sure they're coming along. I'm going to set them aside, going to get that next petal going. Just keep moving with these. And I was noticing there's probably more here extra pinch that I'm going to pull away when we get to the center, so there's not too much extra white wool in the center. I'm going to have that yellow color coming in then. You can kind of see the start of the flower coming together. Now we're going to want to work on the 3 petals that are on the inside of the magnolia flower. These ones are more narrow and more folded into themselves. There's a bit more of a ridge on each side, and the petal curls more. I'm going to create a little bit of a valley, a well, and bring the wool all to a point still. And still pinch the center part for attaching once all the petals are done. And essentially make these petals the same way we made the last ones. So just continue felting your petal, shaping it, felting that wool into the smaller petal. So now you should have 9 petals felted, and then we are going to attach all of them at the center here. You can have a little excess because you will want to felt like a cone center, but you don't want too much excess. So just pull away that extra wool on the ends. So now assemble the petals how you want them and felt all of these ends together. Attaching them like so. I'm going to flip it, come from behind. Just gently, I'm still going to pinch it, but I'm going to go like straight up and down so I don't felt into my fingers there. Do it this way a little bit, pull each petal forward. All these petals felted and attached. Be careful that you don't felt the edges together either, because there is some gaps. It is a very open flower. And just keep felting this until it is all nice and secure. And then you can begin to add the other petals in. Eek, that's so exciting. Look at how amazing that's looking. Like a real magnolia. So you want to felt on this for a bit. These loose ends kind of tightened up. Make sure you're alternating it. So the flower is starting to come to, it's almost done. We need to add the yellow center cone. So this isn't going to take very much wool. I'm going to change my felting surface. I have a yellow corner here. I'm going to felt this little yellow center. And this is truly cone shaped. So lots of spinning, rounding, and felting to a point. Going to give it a bit of a back here. There you can see a little better. Again, I'm just rolling it, and I'm going to continue felting it, and then I'm going to tip it on its head a little bit here and felt it back, but still leave an area pinched off that I'll use for attaching into the flower. Now that you've felted a little cone for the center, you're going to want to attach that. So just take that loose wool and pull it apart, kind of web it a little bit. That'll help it attach in a broader surface area. And then pierce it right down into the center, all around. I'm going to pull the petals back, felt on the bottom, slightly where I can see that yellow come through a little bit. That'll help attach it from all angles. Now you're just going to continue to overall felt your entire flower. Make sure everything is nice and secure. Here you can see what it should be looking like. Beautiful magnolia flower. I'm even going to take a slight bit of white to help secure this around the base. Now for the final stage, you're going to want to take your scissors and you'll use them to trim all around your object, smooth it out, any of those excess fibers. You're going to want to do this outside or over a trash can. It can get a little messy. Alright. And just like that, you have a beautiful needle felted magnolia flower. Alright, that's it. That's everything you need to know to needle felt a magnolia flower and be a fiber artist too. If you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up. You can also hit the thanks button, share these videos where you can, and as always, if there's something you'd like to see me felt next, drop it down in the comments below. I might just make it. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Happy felting! Bye!